Hiya guys, and welcome to A Soul's Experience, a channel dedicated to helping the human race remember who we really are. If you're a returning viewer, then welcome back. If you're a new viewer, then welcome. This is a show about spirituality, but we're really trying to figure this stuff out now in the time of the Great Awakening. And guess what? I've just found out something this morning. I was doing my research and the karmic cycle is coming to an end. Yes, this could be our last incarnation here on planet Earth if we choose to go into that timeline. It's that simple. It's come from a valid source. A beautiful woman who died from a near-death experience. She's released her near-death experience onto the internet now. And during that near-death experience, she was told, her spirit was told from the spirit world, that if you want this to be your last time on Earth, you can have it, honey. She was blown away. I was blown away. What do you mean? What about the soul trap? What about this? What about that? What about the karmic debt to humanity that we must all pay off because we're so bloody sinful? Well, as it turns out, there was 3 stages to humanity here on planet Earth. Now, the first stage, as we all know, they were still much connected to spiritual technology. The times of Atlantis, the Great Pyramids and all them great Göbekli Tepe and all these great megalithic sites that were built with ropes and hammers and chisels. Yeah, all them great 100. Well, about the one in Japan, right? Listen, I've got a bit off topic here, but I've got to tell you this, right? You've got to look this up. There's a megalithic structure in Japan, and one of the heads is like 500 tons. They've carved a head that's 500 tons. They've got it balancing over a pool that never ever dries out. Even in times of drought, there is fresh goldfish and carp swimming underneath a floating 500-ton head in Japan. And they've done that with a rope and a chisel. Do me a favour. Went a bit off topic there. But the karmic cycle, she was told. So the first lot of humanity, the first stage, they were aware. They were conscious, they were connected, but it went a bit wrong. Second stage, they got more disconnected. The third stage, which we're just about to come out of, actually, not just about to, we're coming out of it. We're in the process. We're moving, baby. We're dancing. We're jiving. We're all over the place. We're moving through the universe like a rocket to the moon. And there ain't no stopping us now. We're having such a good time. Do you know what? This news, the third wave, so I'll keep getting distracted. I'm just in such a good mood today. The sun is shining. And the thought of that we get to choose after this life. Think about this. Do you have that feeling? I'm going to get serious now. Do you have that feeling deep down that you've been here a long time? Like way longer than 1,000 years. Do you feel like you've been coming to this planet since the very beginning? Since the caveman days? Do you have that feeling like you remember running around or chasing rabbits and using a club, ooga booga? I feel like I remember them times. I feel like the Roman times, you know, all these times, the Victorian times, the Tudor times, the Civil War, the coming to America from the Mayflower Steps from Plymouth, from the UK, you know. All these times, these ancient times, apparently, I feel like I've been there. I feel like I've been around, I've done it. I feel like a few thousand years old at this point. I do feel tired as a soul, right? And I think that is because we all have. We've been doing this for a long time, and it does feel like it is coming to an end, doesn't it? Doesn't it have that feeling like, do you know when you get to that point, probably as a teenager, where you think, I know everything now, but you realise you don't. But I feel like in this moment, I feel like we're a lot maturer. I feel like the people that are saying, we're ready. Do you know that feeling like this can't be it? There has to be something more. That's because your souls, my soul, our souls are ready for the next step. And what is the next step? Once we stop incarnating here on planet Earth, what is next for us as souls? Well, let's get into that now. You see, ladies and gentlemen, spirits, we may have been doing this a long time. If you've got that feeling, you're an old soul. you're ready to do something greater in the light, then go through the density of Earth one more time. Like, there doesn't seem to be a need to go through another life. We've got it now, okay? We've actually got it. We realise we're souls, we're eternal. We realise we're unconditional love. You know, we've done it. Genuinely well done, everybody. Genuinely, as a species, as a collective, we've stepped over that mark. There's enough of us now who are anchoring in light onto planet Earth that we have tipped the balance. We've done it. We've genuinely done it. After so long, we've done it. We've broke that karmic cycle. So what does that mean for us, old souls? It means there is a place for us in the spiritual world for eternity, in peace and in love. And because there is always new planets and new souls being created all of the time, there is new consciousness expanding. Those new souls are going to need us in the spirit world to guide them, to be there for them in their physical lives. So we get to be the whisper in that ear, potentially. You know, guide another life through their pains into physical life until they're ready to join us in the spirit world for eternity in peace and love with our Creator. See, you could become a guardian angel, you know, or you could become a teacher. How many lessons have you learned in your lives that a new soul is about to go on Earth, or a planet like Earth in a lower density, physical reincarnations? And you've been there 1,000 times, you've done it. You're like, well, I was in the Earth school. Let me tell you, I graduated from Earth school. You don't get harder than that, darling. You want me as a spiritual guide, do you know what I mean? And then these souls are going to be asking you, like, well, what's it like? What's it like? And I'm like, listen, you're going to come up to this. And the amount of lives that you've had at this point, you've probably come across every single problem that there is. And that is exactly what's happening. Okay, and this is the bread and butter of how the incarnations are stopping. All that can be experienced here has been experienced. Okay, so that means that this really is the great shift. That what we've been experiencing through separation, war and fear has come to an end, my brothers and sisters. Okay, it's over, it's done. And I know if you put on the news, you're going to see fear mongering all over the place about how much of a mess the world's in. But that is because they know we've won the battle, and it's their last ditch attempt to try and keep us in fear. But it isn't working, my brothers and sisters, is it? We're rising in the vibrations. We're bringing ourselves up. Oh yes, can I get a hallelujah? It feels so good to know. Doesn't it feel so good to know that we can go on to brighter and better things, because we're sick of seeing the demons, the demon energy using lost souls for their demonic purposes. We're sick of seeing that now. We've had enough of it, and it's going out the window. The angelic energy, the energy of our Creator, unconditional love, is taking anchor, is taking light on this beautiful planet, Gaia. And yes, this planet will go on in a much higher vibration. And that to me is what the apocalypse is. The apocalypse is the dying of the old time, the demonic energy that had entrapped us, that had led us so far from who we are and made us behave in ways we didn't even know was imaginable, out of fear, out of not knowing that we were loved, out of feeling alone in this life. But now's the time we go home. We know who we are now. We don't need to justify ourselves. We were lost, but now we are found. That is enough. You are a human having a human experience. And do you know what? This human is about to have a spiritual experience, because the whole planet is changing. The apocalypse, the death of the old ways is gone. It's happened. The apocalypse has already happened. It's in motion. We've already won. The new earth is here. And it will be in full vision over the next couple of years. You're going to see the tumble of old and the rebirth of new. Mother Gaia is going to turn into a phoenix and rise up from the ashes. Yes, she will. And nothing can stop her or us. in our mission as spiritual warriors to make sure that our timeline completes in the way it's supposed to. So all we have to do is just keep anchoring in that light and lift your spirits high, because if you've been suffering in this life and suffering in many lives before this, then your suffering is over. Your suffering is over. We live out this life in as much peace and harmony as we can, as non-judgmental as we can, with as much self-love as we can, so that when we pass over, we are an abundance of love to offer the rest of our galactic brothers and sisters. No more soul traps, no more getting put in no earth prison and all this stuff that puts the fear of God into you. No more of that stuff. This is an enlightening message. This is a true message. And you can look this up. You'll find many, many other spiritual teachers that are teaching you the truth. That we are coming into an age of enlightenment. And it isn't just on planet Earth. It is in your soul journey, being enlightened into the next stage of evolution, so that we may help younger souls. But what about the younger souls that were already here? Well, they've chosen to leave. There is a mass exodus going right now, and a lot of souls are choosing to watch from the sidelines. A lot of souls, and that's fine. They want to watch with the rest of the universe on the sidelines at our work here on planet Earth, us raising the vibration along with Gaia. In fact, Gaia raising our vibration along with her, as we are one. And we can't forget that. Think about the Earth as a soul, for who she really is, and the amount of suffering that also our planet, our home, has gone through. And it used to bring a lot of deep emotions to me, because it almost felt unfixable. But it isn't. Mother Gaia is perfectly fine. Our home is perfectly fine. It is not being destroyed. It is going through an awakening with us. So we are all going through this together, literally including the earth we live on. We really are going to beautiful times, people. And if you're still here on this planet, watching this video, then enjoy the ride. Because this may be your last time. You can always come back when the world's in a higher vibration. You can always come back, jump onto different timelines. But this is the difference. We get to choose this time. Everybody. We get to live out our lives, and then we choose what we want to do. There is no forcing anyone to go anywhere. We have free will. And any karma that we may have left in the past has been repaid. It's been lifted. The karmic debt is over. And every single soul is free to go home. Let that sink in. And I thank you for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and it is absolutely free. I want you to get the message out there. Just tell one person today, anything, all that stuff we was worrying about. Ooh, it's been repaid. It's like a massive debt that's been repaid. It is a weight off everybody's shoulder. We all have our free will completely back. Karmic debt's paid, and vibration is rising. So please enjoy your lives. Enjoy today, wherever you are. I love you, and I thank you for being down here on earth with me and all of us at this great time of awakening. It can be hard. It can be shaking. It can be grand trembling. But there's one thing, it is beautiful. And I can't wait to be there with all of you to see it through. So until the next video, take care, much love, and goodbye for now.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where you are, 'cause you're not here. It's been way too long.